Yo, guys, I just woke up at around what time did I wake up? 10:15. I just woke up 4 minutes ago. I napped for the last 4 hours. Basically, right after I did the live stream earlier with Chad, I passed out and I woke up to a ton of text messages. I woke up to a ton of phone calls. My phone was on Do Not Disturb, and I apparently missed an attempted assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Now, I don't know anything other than that. I've only watched a quick 9-second clip of Trump saying fight, 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 which is absolutely historic. If I get emotional during the stream, I want to apologize in advance. I haven't seen the footage of the shooting yet. I'm gonna try to find it right now. But I just wanted to talk about my feedback before I even see what actually happened. Now, the first thing I want to say is Andrew Tate 6 months ago explained that the elites have a system to take you off the board. And the first step is the media. They use the media to destroy your reputation, to make you defensive, to confuse you, and they hurl the typical standard accusations at you. Racist, rapist, Nazi. All right, those are like the three threats they do. And we know with Trump, that's all they've done for the past 8 years. Racist, rapist, Nazi. Rapist, racist, Nazi. To the point that it doesn't mean anything. When these, court cases come back up with Katie Johnson, it means nothing because they did the same thing in 2016, and most of those stories have already been debunked. So it's not working anymore. So then they go to phase two. Now, phase two is political persecution. They try to put you in jail. They try to drain your resources. They try to take your real estate, your land. They try to arrest you. Because now, if you have a guilty verdict attached to your name, they think that's going to stick. That's going to get you in prison. Unfortunately, Trump is squeaky clean, that they had to conjure all of these made up, weak, fake charges against him. And instead of it hurting him, it actually made him to be a martyr. Well, Andrew Tate then explained that step 3 is assassination. When nothing else is working, this is what happens. They try to kill you. Now it appears we are at that phase with Donald Trump. Now, I've heard a lot of rumors from the last 4 years that there's been other assassination attempts on Trump, which is true. There's been other videos of him at rallies having to be surrounded and dragged off of the stage. But he never was hurt. He never was injured. This appears to be a much different scenario than we've ever seen before. They drew blood. And I'm not trying to say Trump's a bad guy, because he's not. But I always make a joke in my YouTube videos, which you guys watch, when I say that Trump is inevitable. And the movie where I got that from is Avengers, specifically in Endgame, where Thanos keeps telling the Avengers, I am inevitable. No matter what you do, no matter what you throw at me, time travel, Infinity Stones, the entire Avengers team, I'm going to happen. I am inevitable. And so that's how I see Trump in terms of inevitable. He's inevitable. They're throwing everything at him. If time travel exists, I guarantee you they already tried that with him. And he is inevitable. And I remember there was a scene where Tony Stark, Iron Man, throws all of his brand new nanotech at him. And I remember that was one of the coolest scenes in the movie, where Iron Man turns his boot into like a plant into the ground. And he does this 360 move with his fist. And he gets Thanos right in his eye or his lip. I forgot what it was. And Thanos gets knocked down, and he touches his face, and there's just a little drop of blood, because, no one really gets to cut Thanos. and he looks at his hand and goes, what did he say? Basically, I forgot what the exact line was, but it was pretty epic. He acknowledges that, wow, you actually kind of drew blood here. This, to me, is Donald Trump. He's this heroic of a man, larger than life, and they finally drew blood on Donald Trump. They missed. He's alive. My question, which I'm going to look up now in real time with you guys, is who was the shooter? What do they know about him? Was he hired? Was this was this meant to actually kill Trump? Was this supposed to be a scare tactic? I think they're trying to kill him because nothing else is working. And what I think that this means in terms of the election, what I think this means, they know. According to, and by the way, you got to understand something, guys. The Democrats, the Republicans, they know more than we do. You know, we have these polls that we look at, public polling. They have more than that. They use AI. They use predictive programming. They use machine learning. They use everything that they know to know if they're going to win or going to lose. And from my viewpoint of this, I really do believe this is almost in the bag for Trump prior to the shooting. So this, to me, tells me that they know it's over already. They have no more plays. This is the final play. And I just, Trump now has to be careful for the next 115 days for the next election. And that doesn't mean the threat's over. Because once he is in office, I truly believe that this is going to be an ongoing threat for the next 4 years. Now, what is this? Someone hired by them, or is this someone that is just an independent guy who reads the news and keeps seeing Project 2025, Trump's going to destroy democracy, blah, blah, blah? This person might have just taken it upon themselves to think that they're some kind of hero for this country. And they're not. This is going to shoot Trump up in the polls. I'm not going to blame the Democrats because I don't know if it's them. The media is them. Like the messaging is them for sure. But I don't know if like they paid someone or they hired somebody. I have no idea. But this is pretty serious, guys. All right. I'm going to go watch some videos right now. And I've not seen anything yet. So I only saw this clip. I'm going to look for a longer one.
And it is very, very unlike the president to change plans so suddenly. We don't know if he just wants to be back to make some kind of remarks in the morning, or if because things are so unsettled at the moment, there is a security reason for him to have to go back to the White House. We don't know that.
Yo, you could see in this photo that Fox News has that it looks like the top right earlobe of his ear has been cut off, like shot off. They went for the head. They went right for the head. This looks like a Trump kill shot, in my opinion. Now, if anybody has a link, okay, here's the full clip. We got it.
Take a look at what happened.
Moving there. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move. Up. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Move to the stand.
Get ready.
You ready?
Get down.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? Let's move.
Holy shit.
Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. Let me get my shoes, sir. Hold that in your head. It's bloody. So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes. Watch out.
Damn. Wow. Guys, we just watched the history. I am having the same exact feeling I had when I was 18 years old, college freshman, 8 a.m. in the morning, whatever time it was, when the towers hit, when the planes hit the towers, 9/11. And I ran. I actually had to wake up early that day to go to a golf class. My mom wanted me to learn how to play golf. And so I get to the gym at like 7:45 in the morning, and there's no one there. The gym's empty, but there's two TVs in the kitchen, in like the dining area. And so I'm watching TV and I see the first Twin Tower on fire. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. At the time, they didn't know what it was. They thought it might have been like a kitchen fire, some kind of explosion, like happened like a grenade or something. So I run back to my dorm, 10 minutes. I run back sprinting. And I was the only person in my building that had a TV yet, because we had all just moved into our dorms. So I quickly run up the floors to wake up all the people that I've met, saying, guys, you got to come to my room and watch the TV. There's history happening. And like 10 of us crowded around my TV, and we watched the second plane live on TV hit the Twin Tower. And I remember thinking this was something that our kids are going to watch when they're old enough to, see TV 75 years from now, 50 years from now, whatever it was. And I think what we just saw was another piece of history that we're going to be seeing for the rest of our lives. There's probably going to be other footage coming out, because how many people have cell phones? Now, I've been to about 10 Trump rallies. I don't go inside all the time. I like to be on the perimeter so I can do my interviews. But I've gone inside to probably about 6, 7 Trump rallies, and they don't let you bring in a lot of things. Like, for example, you can't bring in a flagpole. You can't bring in a tripod for your camera. But what I've noticed is, as more rallies have gone by, the security team actually got to know me, because people I'd never even met, they would see me outside and they'd be like, hey, what's up, man? And I'd be like, well, what's up? And it was not in the way like, oh, what's up? Like, I'm saying hi for the first time. It was kind of like, oh, we know who you are. You're in the clear. We see you all the time at these things. They know exactly who's at the event. They know exactly who everyone is. I don't know how this person was able to get a gun in. I have no idea. I have no idea if it was even a real gun. I don't know. Maybe it was some kind of homemade gun. Again, I haven't had time to read the news. I'm just hypothesizing here. But that is crazy. Deb says you could read his comments on Truth Social. All right, let me pull that up. Can I get Truth on desktop? Let me see if I can get in on desktop. I've never signed in on desktop, I don't think. Yeah, I have to figure out my password. I don't know how to get in. All right, I'm going to have to read it on my phone, guys. Let's go to his Truth. Now, I honestly think Trump has assumed that something like this was coming. I don't think he's scared. I don't think he's scared, to be honest. All right, guys, I'm going to read this off of Truth Social, so you guys know the source. All right, let me read this. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for the rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It was incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at the time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized that what was happening. God bless America. This is, a lot of people talk, especially on the right wing, they talk about acts of God and God was watching and God was there and God used his moving hand. I'm not here to mock anybody because anyone who thinks that, there are things that are unexplained in this world all the time that could be explained by a higher being. You could also explain it by luck. You could also explain it by coincidences. I understand that. But I think a lot of us, many of us, have seen examples in our lives of a greater force. I know I have. I have one example, which I've spoke about on my stream before. I don't want to talk about it again because it's a long story. But there was one example I have where I said, this just can't be coincidence. This has to be something more. So if that's what you want to believe, good for you. I have no problems with that, and I don't have any issues with that. I want to watch it again.
Take a look at what happened. Take a look at what happened.
So the shooter must have not been in the middle of the crowd. The shooter must have been somewhere on the right side because he wasn't looking forward when he got shot.
Take a look at what happened.
Wow. My full 5-minute analysis of the Trump shooting. Someone in the comments said that Secret Service didn't do their job. But I think that they did do their job. I mean, they surrounded him. They got him off stage quickly. So they're saying that this...
We can see the guy there.
So that's the guy that was the shooter?
I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
We should all be thankful that this guy was a bad shot.
Something that said, take a look at what happened. And that's a little bit old. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Wow. Guys, this is the beauty of living in 2024 is we have so many camera angles of these events now, and a lot of them are in high def. Epileptic Pilot says, in my opinion, Secret Service set Trump up. That is a pretty big claim. That is a pretty big claim. So if you could provide more context in the comments, I definitely want to understand why you think that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Guys, this is it. This is their end. We actually literally are in the end game right now. We are absolutely in the end game. Now, my greatest fear, and I don't think this will happen, by the way, because there's no there. This would be the worst decision. I hope that there is no response to this at all. Like, we can't be violent at all. We need to just fucking win this election. That's the only thing that we can do is just fucking win this election. All right? We need to landslide this election. Now, is this the shooter? Because this looks like a liberal. And if so, this person should not have been allowed into the rally just based on his physical appearance. Now, someone's saying, could it be transgender? I don't know. By the way, guys, Alex Rosen is one of my favorite accounts in the world. He catches child predators. I think I can say that word on YouTube. I only pay for 2 Twitter accounts. His is one of them. Shooter was only 150 feet on an open rooftop. Even former SS agent Dan Magino insinuates this may have been an inside job, if not a massive security fail. And guys, I'm sorry if I'm not going to be talking a lot during the stream, like if there's going to be large gaps. It's because I'm reading and looking things up for the first time to understand what's really going on here. Emergency. America is now under global attack. More assassination attempts imminent. The deep state's next move is false flag, civil unrest, and martial law. This is a maximum alert and things to come.
Biden and blame it. Listen to me very carefully. I have told you for months on air they're going to try to kill Trump. And when they try to kill Trump, they're going to go after everybody else that is his top supporters. And they also will try to kill Biden and blame it on a Trump supporter. That's coming next. Make no mistake, the same deep state that's behind Biden is trying to make him step down was behind us today. They're now reporting it was an Antifa shooter who's now been killed. How convenient is that the supposed shooter has been killed? Ladies and gentlemen, our republic is in maximum.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think that that's quote unquote convenient or not. Ultimately, when there's a shooter, you have to neutralize the threat.
Danger right now. I'm about to go live at Infowars.com/show, band.video, and right here on X. There has been an attempted assassination. The real president of the United States has been shot, and by God's good graces, has survived. The bullet only grazed him over the ear and the side of his head. But ladies and gentlemen, the deep state is desperate. They are in trouble. They're going to try to expand wars. They can do power outages. They can do cyber attacks. We're in such a dangerous position. And I've noticed with all the viral videos out there, it's like, oh, he took a bullet for America. He's going to get reelected now. Ladies and gentlemen, the deep state did this. Make no mistake. And that lets you know they're going for broke. Do you fucking understand what I'm telling you? Take this deadly serious, just like war with Russia. They are going to try to kill Trump again. Now that they didn't kill him once, they are completely desperate. And I'm going to tell you again, Biden won't step down. The deep state will probably kill him or try to kill him in the next few days and blame it on a Trump supporter. And we may see massive terror attacks in America that are blamed on Trump supporters. They've been pre-programming it. They've been preparing. I've been telling you, imminent assassination attempt on Trump every damn day.
By the way, guys, I want to say that if it wasn't for Elon Musk, it'd be very difficult for Alex Jones to get his message out to normies right now. Normies never went to InfoWars. They dismissed it from the beginning because it's a conspiracy site. That's what its positions. They don't even bother watching it. I want to just reinforce the importance of Elon Musk buying Twitter, allowing his warnings to get out there. So thank you, Elon Musk, and thank you, Alex Jones.
Because that's what a dying, corrupt establishment does when their back is against the wall. We're living in a historical moment right now. We need Americans, people around the world, to pray for President Trump and pray for America, but also politically get out there on X and everywhere else that has some free speech and get the point out that this attempted assassination that actually wounded the president, took a bullet for America, lies at the feet of the deep state and the corporate media that said, kill him, destroy him, he deserves to die, he's a fascist, he's a Nazi. It lays at their feet. Instead, I see conservatives celebrating, hey, he'll win for sure now. It means the globalists are going to go for a broke. It means they know their time is up. So I'm glad Trump survived. I am so happy. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. But ladies and gentlemen, do you think this happened by accident? No. And do you think the system's going to back down now? No. Power outages, cyber attacks, expanded war, China invading Taiwan, stock market crash. It's all on the table, and the deep state's behind it. I'll be covering it live, coming up on X at Real Alex Jones in the next 10 minutes. Join me there and share the link if you want to.
A remarkable photo captured by White House press corps colleague Doug Mills. Zoom in right above President Trump, and you'll see a bullet flying in the air to the right of President Trump's head. Holy shit. Look at that. I'm saving that image for sure. That is a crazy shot. Director of Secret Service. Kimberly Cheadle is the 27th Director of U.S. Secret Service on September 7th. She's responsible for successfully executing the agency's integrated mission of protection and investigations by leading a diverse workforce. Her role at PepsiCo involved developing risk management, assessment, and risk mitigation. What the hell? White House refers to a Trump assassination attempt as an incident. Yeah, of course they're not going to call it what it is. Staged is trending. They scream Trump is Hitler. They riot and destroy. Then they claim their attacks are staged. Jess Margera, I'm sorry to be this guy right now, and I await more details, but this seems really convenient to happen right now after the world just woke up to Project 2025. It's just fishy as fuck. Again, sorry. One bystander is confirmed dead. Possibly a second bystander confirmed dead as well. District Attorney Richard Gollinger says the shooter is dead.
On the microphone, Shannon, saying to me, as you're trying to figure out if you're okay, what's going on, was he shot, was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone, Shannon, saying, let me grab my shoes as they tried to take him off. So we're just trying to figure out what happened.
So is this the shooter?
As you're trying to figure out if you're okay, what's going on, was he shot, was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone, Shannon, saying, let me grab my shoes as they tried to take him off. So we're just trying to figure out what happened. To me, as
So Laura Loomer is another account that everyone should be following on X. Force Mayorkas to resign for denying more SS protection for Donald Trump. Speaker Johnson says the House will conduct a full investigation of the tragic events today. The American people deserve to know the truth. We will have Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle and other appropriate officials from DHS and FBI appear for a hearing before a committee. President Biden spoke to President former Trump on the phone tonight. Yeah, I mean, Alex Jones said it that they're looking to take both of these guys off the board. Trump because they think he's going to win. Biden because if they don't remove him, like Alex Jones said, if he doesn't step down or get removed by 25th Amendment or something, then they're going to lose. So they need either Trump off the board or they want either Biden off the board. But I'm thinking in the real world, they're looking at both off the board. How did someone get a gun inside the Trump rally? They tried to kill him. Non-Trump was shot. His face covered in blood. Pray that he wasn't shot in other parts of his body. Wow. Let's see what else we got. Renzo says Biden calls Trump classy. I don't think that this is about class. This is about shit just got serious. And Biden wanted to probably put that phone call out there in the media so that people like Renzo react and go, oh, classy, everything's all good. But it's probably protect his own ass. I mean, this is the man that's responsible for trying to put Trump in jail, take his resources, take his property. So no, there's no class here because you made a phone call. This is called protecting your ass. Someone said this is complete negligence and incompetence, or it was intentional. Trump yelling, fight, fight, after getting grazed by a bullet in the ear, an inch from ending his life. No panic, no crawling on his knees to safety. The man stands up, faces the crowd, and yells, fight. I don't want to play that because that'll get me copyright striked. I am in the center of Times Square. Not a single video monitor reporting that President Trump has been shot. The depth of the censorship and propaganda is astounding.
Friends, I'm in the middle of Times Square and I just got the news that President Donald Trump has been shot and I'm completely shocked. I've heard it appears he's okay, but look behind me. I'm in the center of Times Square. There's huge video monitors behind me, huge TVs behind me.
So guys, it is 10:53 p.m. I'm debating going out and shooting a video, getting live reactions from people right now. I'm debating it.
Not a single report on the news about the president being shot. Now, on the other side of Times Square, we're looking over Times Square. This is the center of New York. You see all those video monitors outside? Right? See all this? None of them are reporting that the presidential candidate for the Republican Party has been shot. Not a word. Look at that. If anybody has any doubt about the depth of the censorship and propaganda that we are living in the 21st century, in 2024, have no doubts anymore. Presidential candidate has been shot and not a single mention of it in the center of Times Square. All of these videos, right? All of these videos. Not a mention.
Shots fired at the Trump rally. Character assassination failed. Attempt to deplete savings failed. Attempt to silence failed. Only option left, actual assassination attempt failed. I've been saying repeatedly, double down on private security. This man warned the police and Secret Service that there was a suspicious man with a rifle. They ignored him.
Trump speaking, and watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking. We couldn't see him.
Whoops.
Standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see? I mean, obviously, everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, we just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
Honestly, it was so unbelievable. This is like
The risers behind the Trump at the rally where someone tried to assassinate him are covered in blood. It is believed to be the blood of the innocent victim who was shot while attending the rally. I wonder, I'm just curious why someone in the crowd was shot. Because if the guy was on the rooftop, then there'd be no reason to shoot someone in the crowd. You're telling me Secret Service let a guy climb up on a roof with a rifle only 150 yards from Trump? Inside job. So that's the roof he was on, and Trump was over here, I guess. The sniper looking at the shooter.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Many security experts are saying there's no reason that vantage point shouldn't have been secured. Well, I do want to say, guys, that we've all saw the Uvalde shooting in Texas where the police didn't enter for what, over an hour or something. So we have seen failures in police work before in this country, and it's resulted in horrible, tragic losses of life. So could it be security failure, incompetence? Sure. Could it be a breach intentional? Sure. We don't know. But my point is that we have seen incompetence before in this country. Peter says, wasn't there a shooter in the stands? I don't know. I haven't read anything about that yet. Oh, shit. God, that's going to be pretty graphic. Sorry, I should have put a gore warning. Guys, this is going to be gory, so this is the Trump assassin. We need to find everything about him. Well, they did get him in the head, just like they said. George Soros' son put out a hit to the entire work of Donald Trump just a few months ago on X. This was planned. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was George Soros' son. It was an image of a gun, and if you count the money in his hand over here, it's 45 US dollars, which I don't think is a coincidence.
They see something that said, take a look what happened.
Shooter caught on film before assassination attempt. That looks like it's from Patriots. I don't want to say the full website name because that's been very highly censored. How did Secret Service not see a man with the rifle on the roof? 1 inch away from Civil War. Donald Trump will reportedly make an appearance at UFC tonight.
Trump, I'm glad. Hey, I heard they just tried to whack my boy Trump. I'm glad that man's okay. Long live Trump. Let's go, baby. Trump 2024.
We are done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in the bullseye. I mean, what the fuck do you expect is going to happen when you keep demonizing this man like he's Hitler? What the fuck do you expect to happen? What other outcome did you expect to happen? This is the outcome that they wanted. All this talk, all these threats leads to one thing. You're basically telling people, someone do something. That's dope photo. That's a dope photo. Let's see what else we got. Yo, somehow this account flipped it on Trump. Does MAGA now understand why Democrats have fought against Donald Trump's violent political rhetoric for so long? This is what we were afraid of. Are they stupid? This is literally victim blaming. That's crazy. Blair White says, I don't want to hear you friends mention January 6th ever again. Heads are currently rolling at USS Secret Service, internal investigation teams from DHS. Let's see what Joe Biden says. I've been briefed on the shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. I'm grateful to hear that he's safe and doing well. I'm praying for him and his family and for all those who are at the rally as we wait further information. Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. There's no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it. I mean, I don't know what else he's supposed to say to the public. For the good of the country and to prevent further violence, I'm calling on Donald Trump to step aside. Oh, fuck you, this guy. He's a piece of shit, this account. You guys know how quickly this is going to turn into the evil left try to kill me, and then what will be used to justify an all-out totalitarian takeover as getting even if he gets elected. What a fucking nightmare, man.
I'm done. I'm fucking seriously done. The Supreme Court has pissed me off so much right now. Like, so much. Joe, you're a reasonable man. You don't want to do this, but here's the reality. This is a fucking war. This is a war now, and we are fighting for our fucking country. And these assholes are going to take it away. They're going to take it away. Fuck you, Clarence Uncle Thomas. Fuck you. Joe, you now have the right to take that bitch Trump out. Take him out, Joe. If he was Hitler and this was 1940, you'd take him out. Well, he is Hitler, and this is 1940. Take him the fuck out. Blow him up. Blow him up, or they'll blow us up. Facts.
Unhinged. Absolutely unhinged. Why did they stand him up to be a target again? The two officers on the roof need to be investigated. The one laying down had a shot lined up, but didn't take it before the shooter successfully fired 8 shots. This lack of action led to a dead Trump supporter and the former president getting shot, as well as 2 attendees getting critically injured. Trump can't be stopped. That's a great meme. They both were actively watching the shooter. They allowed him to take his shots, resulting in the almost assassination of a former president. This moment right here, chills, living in history right now. Let's see what else we got. Let's refresh. This person thinks it was staged.
Production of Medea runs for president. I lived in Harlem long enough to know that.
I didn't want to hear her bullshit. Matt Walsh says a roof with a direct sight line to the stage was not secured by Secret Service. Our choices here are either extreme, unbelievable negligence, or something much worse. This person says, to be totally honest, I'm a little worried about this because MAGA is going to be out for blood now. They're going to have to protect President Biden 10 times more than they did before. You have to remember we're not dealing with sane people. That's so crazy. Who does the violence in this country? It's the left. Come on. This is your newspaper. Wow, this is crazy. Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to go get some food at Wawa right now because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast, and I'm going to try to interview people outside the gas station tonight just to get some reactions to what's going on in this country. And yeah, see if we could do a quick video. All right, guys, thanks for watching my live reaction. And like I always end my videos, God bless Trump. Seriously, guys, God bless him. We're going to win this election. And so everyone watching, please do what you can to get people signed up, wave your flag, wear your MAGA hats, do whatever you possibly can to support our president and the MAGA movement. Because at this point, there's no option. Trump needs to win this election. All right, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe later tonight with a late video. And as always, God bless Trump.